Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich here with your outlook for September 13th, 2016. We're going to have high pressure that was over top of the region yesterday, gave us those bright sunny skies. It's not going to be moved off to the east and off the eastern seaboard. So what that's going to do is increase the return flow around this from the southwest. Just a light southwesterly breeze today, but enough that it'll get temperatures increasing probably about 4 to 5 degrees higher than what they were on Monday. So we're going to have that return flow around it that's going to increase those temperatures, and that's going to be sticking with us, we think, until Wednesday. Now, this cold front that's up to a northwest here, this is the cold front that's going to be moving off to the south and east. That's going to bring us an opportunity, a very small opportunity for our northern areas to get into some showers and perhaps a thunderstorm Wednesday night overnight. And that will also increase temperatures out ahead of it. Challenging the 90-degree mark, I think, by the time we get to Wednesday. So we're not done with the 90s yet, I don't think, at least for some areas. We're going to move this forward into Wednesday morning. You can see the cold front moving off to the south and east. Here's later in the day. You could have some showers and thunderstorms if that gets in here early enough for mainly our northern areas. Again, not really getting too much farther south than this, but ahead of that front, the temperatures on the model projections are generally 90 or above for many of our central and southern areas. So those areas that are really close to records here in terms of total number of 90-degree days this year are going to continue to add to that, I think, and still falling short in some places. I know Allentown, Pennsylvania is now at 37 90-degree days. The record is 41 there, so we might have add a 38th here on Wednesday. I don't think you're going to get too much more than that, though. It's going to be tough the farther you go into September, because you got temperatures dropping off as far as normals are concerned. So it can really take one heck of a move here, and I don't see it just yet. But down here in Philadelphia here, I think we're up to about 46 days, if I'm not mistaken, 45 or 46. So we'll be probably adding that. This is probably your most likely area to do that, right down in the Philadelphia metro area, and that's going to be on Wednesday ahead of this cold front. Now, once this cold front moves through, it's going to be much cooler. Now, here's a look at overnight. You can see, again, mostly just the northern areas, northern New Jersey, northeastern PA. Might get some stuff sneaking down a little bit further south, but I wouldn't bank on that too much. We've seen what these cold fronts have done more recently, where they just kind of fall apart as they move southeast. But this air mass behind it is actually the coolest push of air in the season that we've had behind any of these fronts. Now, it's not going to be super cool, but it's going to be more refreshing than this one was that we had yesterday and on Sunday. But the temperatures are going to be back down in the 70s for highs, even down here in Philadelphia. I don't think you get out of the 70s. Up north here in the mountains, you might not even get out of the 60s in some spots, but for the general rule is generally low to mid 70s for most, and then as down by Philadelphia, you get in the upper 70s for highs. But even there, that's still refreshing for this time of year, and still slightly below normal. Nothing crazy, but still slightly below normal nonetheless. That cool air mass hangs in here on Friday, but that high pressure is going to move off the eastern seaboard again, so we're going to start increasing slightly a little bit Friday. Not too bad yet. When we get into Saturday, let me get to Saturday's image here, that is completely offshore. So we start getting that southwesterly or southerly return of air, and that's going to increase dew points. It's also going to increase temperatures, but again, nothing crazy. We're not getting back to 90. We're talking about lower 80s, maybe 80, 82, something like that. We're also going to have an increased amount of cloud cover here, it looks like on Saturday, but not looking at precipitation to come in here, I don't think, until the evening hours or in the overnight hours here on Saturday night. And you can see that here, and shocker, best areas to receive this rain is going to be up here. Areas south and east are left wondering when they're going to get some rain, because it's really been eluding this area for quite some time. You might have an opportunity for some showers over that front moving through early in Sunday morning, so keep your fingers crossed. I don't expect much out of this, but any little bit helps. And then we get into, during the day here on Sunday, we have improving conditions with decreasing clouds, and the sun will come back out Sunday afternoon. It looks like might have a leftover shower Sunday morning. And then those clouds, and that will decrease throughout the day, it looks like. But we're not getting too much of a cold push behind this front here, so we'll hang around normal or maybe slightly above normal for a couple days, at least a couple days after we get past this front into next week. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich. That is your outlook for September 13th, 2016. Have a great Tuesday.